Hello and welcome to The Void. Previously on this channel, I have only ever uploaded videos of Minecraft and other little tests. However, starting with today, I'm gonna take this thing a little more seriously. It's my first video of 5, which will cover geometry and art and where that connection lies. In this video, I also hope to introduce to you all some pieces of really interesting art that makes some excellent use of geometric shapes. Now, you might be asking, who is Loon? Well, I'm one of the graphic designers behind up-and-coming DMC5 modder, The Hitchhiker. See below for some examples. I made this little badge for his Discord avatar, and this for his PvP mod for Devil May Cry 5. I am currently studying illustration at FIT, and I love video games. But that's enough about me. Let's talk math. Circles. One of the fundamental shapes in geometry, circles can be found virtually anywhere in art. The basic form of a head can be formed by simplifying some circles and some non-regular hexagons. Here's a diagram for us visual learners in the class. A circle plus a hexagon equals this familiar head shape that all of you should recognize. Another example of circles is this fur-covered cup, saucer, and teaspoon. This is Merritt Oppenheimer's work, The Object. She was inspired by a fellow cubist named Pablo Picasso, whom you should know, noticing that anything covered in fur after he complimented Oppenheim's avant-garde fur-covered bracelet. You can see the circle of this cup and saucer even through the layers of gazelle fur. Moving on to the next geometric shape, we have the rectangle. Though rectangles can be found basically anywhere as well, it's a little harder to find right angles within those rectangles. Oftentimes they're a little softer, a little more rounded, and it's harder to find strict geometric rectangles. However, you can still find them, you just gotta look harder. See? Rectangles. Now you might be noticing a trend here. I keep posting these cubist or brutalist images, but there's a good reason for that. Cubists love geometry, and because of that love, you can see that the shapes in their work. You just gotta squint your eyes, you can tell that branches of the sculpture are made of softened rectangles. Well, it's clearly not as not as exact as the cup and saucer, but it's close enough. Perhaps a more clear example of rectangles in art would be the Stonehenge in England. This cromlech formation is made entirely of rectangular prisms and is used to hold a great deal of importance to the prehistoric people who built it. There's theories that this thing over here, the light coming through the gaps in the menhirs, people have thought that it's sort of a calendar. It's kind of weird, but I think it's fascinating either way. But at the same time, you can see that every single one of these menhirs is a rectangular prism. Now, you can try. Find some geometric shapes in the following image, and I'll leave you 50 seconds to figure it out. And that's time. This is an ancient Sumerian depiction of Gudea, who was a very pious and loving ruler of Sumeria. And as you can see, there's a cylinder, as is the little head cap thing. And there's also A rectangular prism is the base of a statue. To all those who followed on to the very end, have a void nugget. We found more than the 2 shapes that I found in Piety the Goddess of the statue, and congrats! Have 2 void nuggets. I hope this video was informative for all those who are interested in art history and how we can find geometric shapes within them. But as I said earlier, this is only 5. There's only 1 of 5, so stay tuned for more.